The battlefield was silent, except for the broken echoes of fire still burning in the distance, and the metallic groans of ruined machines that had once stood like guardians over the city, now reduced to ash and fractured stone. I stumbled forward, my body torn, and my armor scorched, and in my arms I carried the strange figure who had fought beside me through the night. She was bleeding, though I could not tell where, for her armor was not like mine, and her mask was smooth, seamless, and alien. It shimmered faintly with a silver hue that reflected the faint embers falling from the skies above. She had fought with the strength of 10 warriors and with the precision of a machine, yet she had bled, and now as her strength faltered, her body pressed weakly against me, I could feel the shiver of her breath through the mask. She wore her voice so faint it was nearly lost to the ruinous air. "Remove my mask," she whispered, "and you will finally know who I truly am." I froze, my steps halting among the debris. The mask was part of her, was her identity. Since the first moment she appeared out of the shadows of the alien warships descending on Earth, her face had been hidden. None had seen what lay beneath. We only knew she was not one of them, yet not quite like us either. She was fast, deadly, and silent, an enigma who saved us again and again, and tonight she had saved me. But her words struck like fire in my mind. If I removed her mask, would she die? Would she vanish like smoke once revealed? Or was this her last truth, the one she could not leave hidden? I set her down gently among the shattered stones of what had once been the great square of the city. Her body trembled, her silver armor cracked in places, leaking a faint light. As if her blood itself was radiant, she lifted a trembling hand, touched mine, and urged again with the faintest strength, "Remove it, please, before it is too late." My fingers hovered over the edges of the mask. It was smooth, seamless, no latch, no lock, yet as I pressed, I felt something respond, a pulse, like a heartbeat. The mask shimmered faintly, and for the first time, I felt fear, not of the alien armies, not of death, but of what I might find when the mask fell away. Her body shuddered, another cough, another whisper, "Hurry," she said, "for I am fading." So I pulled. The mask dissolved like smoke dispersing into the night air, and at once her face was revealed, and my breath caught in my chest, for I knew her. I knew those eyes that shone now dim with fading life. I knew that voice, even weakened and broken. I knew her face, though it should have been impossible. It was the face of someone I had lost long ago, someone buried in memory and grief. She was my childhood friend, my first love, the girl who had vanished when the invasion first began. I had thought her dead, thought her taken among the first harvested, when the skies opened and the alien legions descended upon us. But here she was alive, transformed, hidden, fighting at my side all along. I could not speak, my throat closed as a storm of memories tore through me. Her name burned on my tongue, but I could only whisper in disbelief, "It is you." Yes, she breathed, her lips curling into the faintest of smiles. Oh, pain shadowed her face. I never truly left. I was taking change, but I fought my way back, and for all this time I have stood beside you, hoping one day you might see me. I could feel my heart breaking as her hand grew colder against mine. I pressed her closer, desperate, unwilling to let her go now that truth had been torn free. "Tell me how," I begged. "Tell me everything." Her eyes closed for a moment, and then opened again, her voice trembling, but steady enough to weave the truth. "They took me when the first ships fell, and I was cast into the void aboard their black vessels, where they tore apart who I was, and remade me with their own flesh and steel. They sought to turn me into a weapon of shadow that would serve their empire. But my heart resisted. My memories of Earth, of you, of home, burned brighter than their machines. I hid that fire deep within, and though they bound me in their masks and chains, I found ways to twist their designs against them. I escaped back to Earth. Though I could never be as I once was, I donned the mask and swore to fight for our people until the last breath I could take. Her words struck like thunder through my soul. Every battle, every moment, she had been there, unseen, unknown, yet never truly gone. She had carried the weight of both worlds, the alien and the human, and now it was killing her. "Stay with me," I whispered, clinging to her tighter. "Stay, do not leave me again." Her eyes glistened, tears slipping down as her voice faltered. "I wish I could, but the energy that kept me alive is burning out. My body cannot hold together much longer." "No," I said, my voice breaking. "No. There must be a way. There must be something I can do." She shook her head gently, her hair falling across her face, soft and familiar. "I have only one wish now. Promise me you will not let my sacrifice be in vain. Promise me you will live, fight, and carry the truth that love is stronger than the darkest of wars." I pressed my forehead to hers, her warmth fading, but her spirit blazing like a star in its final light. "I promise," I whispered to the storm of tears, "I promise." Her final breath left her lips, a whisper carried into the ashes of the world around us, and then she was still. I sat there for what felt like eternity, the fires burning low the night sky, clearing above, and the stars watching silently as I held her in my arms. She was gone, yet not gone for the truth. She had given me lived on the mast was gone. But her face, her memory, her courage would never fade. I would carry him into every battle, into every dawn, until earth was free and beyond. When I rose at last with her body cradled in my arms, I felt no fear. I felt no doubt. I felt only the fire she had passed me, a fire that would never die, for she was not just a mask, not just a warrior, not just a memory. She was love, and love would endure.